Hi lads, we're stuck at home for another little while, so I just wanted to do a video, three little quick videos, so it's a little series of videos on little experiments that we can do at home that will help us to stop overeating. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of boredom eating going on, not even hungry, just going into the kitchen because we're spending more time in the kitchen because it seems to be the most social room of the house. So that's why the first one I wanted to talk to you was to look at the environment at home and the kitchen setup. So step one of this first experiment to change your eating habits would be to make a list to determine all the foods that fit into, I'm going to use a traffic light system because I couldn't think of anything better. I just putting it out there, I don't believe that there's universally bad or good foods either, but just for the sake of making this video a little bit easier, we're going to go with red light foods, which would be the no-go foods. These are the foods that don't help you achieve your weight loss goals. They're very easy to overeat. They're generally the foods that are ultra processed and are genetically made or made in the lab, to make you overeat. They're the tasty foods, okay? The yellow foods, these are the foods that you can maybe eat a little bit of and you have a little bit of control. You have a little bit, you can put it away, but these are still foods that need to be monitored, and they need to be put out of sight, okay? And then the green light foods, these are the anytime foods. These are the ones that we're going to stock the shit out of it. We're going to have them everywhere in our face, and these are generally the whole foods, okay? So step two, after you've made your list of all those different types of foods that you have in your kitchen, you're going to do a clean out, okay? Clear out all those foods. I don't like wasting food, so what I would do is I would donate all the food that I can donate, those tin foods or whatever, the packaged foods, to charity. Anything that you can't donate, just compost, okay? Then I'm going to stock up on the green light foods, and I'm going to make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to make the kitchen environment a little bit easier for myself. So anytime I make like trail mix, or I'm going to make homemade granola or whatever it is, or I'm going to have those rice cakes for snacking with tuna, whatever I'm going to have those foods to the front of the presses or cupboards. So whenever I open them up, that's the first thing that I see, bam, okay? In the fridge, just some tips would be to chop up some fruit like oranges, have them to the front of the fridge, just handy on the go food, just pick them up and go. If you want to put a bit of prep in, make some salads, or make fruit salads even, chop up a load of fruit, have them ready, also put them to the front of the fridge. A really handy one to have is boil like 6 eggs, or whatever it is, keep them in the door of the fridge so you know they're there. So when you need, like, you're at your laziest moment and you're starving, you're tired, you're stressed, you want something quick, okay, you have these foods that are ready to go, and it just makes things a lot easier. It's like no matter how much willpower or motivation you have, eventually you will default to eating the easiest food options that are available to you. So let's make it a bit easier for ourselves. Remember Berardi's first law. I've put this in a couple posts that I've said before. If food is in your house or possession, either you, someone you love, or someone you marginally tolerate will eventually eat it, okay? So let's make it a lot easier for ourselves. Have those green light foods everywhere in our faces. Let's have fruit baskets out on the table. Let's have all the shitty options hidden away. If you need to get your partner to hide them from you, if you live in a house with people that do like the foods that you're trying to avoid because it's not helping with your goals, let's compromise. Instead of buying the big tub of ice cream, let's get single serve options, so that if your kids want ice cream, they have the single serve, and you don't eventually end up in the freezer eating half a tub of ice cream because you were starving, or because you're stressed, or whatever it is, okay? Other options would be to, when you're sharing with people, maybe have them, I've heard of some people that are, especially with the Easter eggs and stuff like that, if they wanted it, they've told their partner to put that stuff in the safe so they can't get at it. Okay, just compromise with the people in your house. Let them all know that you're struggling if you need to, and you need their help for to reach your goals. Okay, at the end of the day, you're just trying to get healthy. You want to be moving and playing with grandchildren, great grandchildren when you're 90. So let's all make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So by removing those red light foods, you make the choice to eat green light foods so much easier. Therefore, almost no willpower is required. Okay, if you have that set up at home. So that's the first video. Just something it sounds very basic, but it works. Okay, just get that environment, your kitchen set up at home, set up with all the green light foods. They're the whole foods that we want, and it will make it a lot easier for you. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to be looking at that feeling that you get sometimes when you say, what the fuck is going on? I'm hardly eating anything, but I still can't lose weight. Okay, so we're going to look at that. All right, bye.